have Kyrie Irving joining us. Kyrie, how was the off season for you? And also give us a health update on how you're feeling.
I'm great. Summer was filled with a lot of opportunities that I took full advantage of. Just once we ended the season, obviously getting my health in order was the number one priority. So it was a lot of rehab and doing that stuff, but I just had a chance to kind of travel around the United States and really build a foundation for me going forward to feel more comfortable with my life and my career. So other than that, I'm great. It's been fun.
How is it for you being back and playing 5-on-5?
I've been back for a little bit, playing 5-on-5, but it's just fun to be back around the environment, be back around my teammates. Obviously, the way my season ended last year individually was something that I kind of had to take personal, and it was an emotional ride, honestly, something that I couldn't control. So glad that I finally have a chance to come back and really feel like a Boston Celtic. I think last year was just a lot of emotions dealing with the trade and coming in and just trying to mask my emotions and trying to just be a leader for our team. But I was just new, everything was
and
new.
you didn't have much time.
No, I was like moving around this time to my house, so it feels good to finally be in an environment and be comfortable. And just going into the season only focusing on basketball.
And speaking about being comfortable, the recent story with ESPN that came out made a lot of news just in terms of what you said about this organization and how comfortable you are here.
Yeah.
What made you want to come out and say those things that a lot of people in New England and around this organization have been very excited about?
Well, I don't want to go with a war of twisted words, and he could have said this, he could have said that, because honestly, I leave that to the media. But my job is to really submit myself as the leader of the Boston Celtics, along with all our other great players, and really relish in that opportunity. Obviously, it's everyone else's job to look forward to my future before I can. Yeah. So, I just really thought it was important to make sure it's known that this franchise is really built for the next few years of being at the top tier of teams in the league, and who wouldn't want to be a part of that? What more could you ask for from an organization to really elevate your game? And when you want to be along those same lines, lineage of greatness of guys that have come before you. There are times where I think about having number 11 in the Raptors, hopefully one day, and that's a dream. So why not? It wasn't so much coming out, but, it's the truth. I feel that way about my teammates. I feel that way about this organization. So looking forward to the challenge this year.
What's it like for you to know you guys are coming back? Gordon Hayward is also back as well.
It's fun. It's a little scary at times thinking about the potential and what we have to live up to as individuals and as a team, going after it every single night. Obviously the big thing is just managing our egos individually, because this is probably, this is the best team of talent that I've been on, just 1 through 10. Yeah. It's just 1 through 5 is solid, and 6 through 10 is even solid as well. So when you have that type of kind of manpower to go out there and talent, then you have to manage that very well. And I leave it up to Brad to do a great job, as well as Danny. And then I'm kind of the quarterback on the floor and just echoing what they want out there and going out there and being myself.
I know Tom Brady would say it's great to play quarterback with a ton of talent around you. Yeah. You're going to be doing that on the court for these guys. What do you think is going to be like the most deadly, offensive action that you guys can run this season? Because there's so many options.
I think the biggest thing is capitalizing on all our possessions. You look at some of the upper echelon of teams, and they probably have about 98 possessions, 97 possessions a game, and they're scoring about 111, 114 points. And they maximize the talent that they have on the floor every single time down, whoever's playing. So I think we have that opportunity to throw out different lineups and then just make something work. But we don't have to rest. We don't have to kind of kind of settle into the game. We have enough talent to go out and dominate teams. So why not go out and do it every single night?
And for you personally, Kyrie, just how are you looking to elevate your play this season with this group?
Well, I think I'm excited for the opportunity to lead, and really be kind of that guy where I got to keep these guys together and keep them focused on what's important and what we want to accomplish. So I'm just excited about that. Before it would be like, okay, I want to go average this for the season. I want to have this amount of assists. I want to have this many rebounds. But at this point in my career and where I am presently, I think the most exciting thing is getting these guys to believe and buy into our system that we have in place that was before us being part of the Celtics, and as well as what it is present, we want to uphold that Celtics tradition. And that's going out there and winning. So.
Yeah, that's pretty much the definition of leadership right there.
Mm-hmm.
But in talking about your individual play, last season was by far the most efficient season that you've ever put forth.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think was the reasoning behind that, and what allowed you to play with that efficiency, from around the basket and behind the three-point arc?
What else I'm excited about, and to answer your question as well, I'll be as direct as I can.
Yeah.
It was one of my most efficient, but it was also one of my most distracting as well. So to be able to use the game to kind of escape from those distractions off the floor, because it was honestly it was getting to me a little bit. It was just so much to focus on, and a lot.
Fun to hear this stuff.
Yeah.
And at Kyrie, we have Malachi who wants to know, will there be a Uncle Drew 2?
Oh, you're stealing my question.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
No, there hopefully will be one. It just takes a long time to make a movie, man. So, but I'm appreciative of everyone that went out and saw it. That was one of the things that I was excited about to do this summer, was be able to have a movie premiere and go out there and walk a blue carpet instead of a red carpet. So that was exciting.
No, that was, you look back on the entire experience. What was that like for you, and what stood out, from start to finish, from like reading the script to going to the premiere?
Being there with my family, obviously, our owner showed up, Wick showed up too as well. So him and Amelia, which was awesome, them hugging my family and being there, walking the carpet, and then going there and having a lot of support and a lot of the community that was there. Obviously, growing up in New Jersey, so it was an easy kind of under the tunnel ride and going right to New York City. So it was fun. I'm glad my family was there, and hopefully it's something I could do, in the future.
I told you this summer, I love the movie.
No,
that was one of the funniest basketball movies I've ever seen.
I appreciate it.
That was a lot of fun to see.
You had mentioned your family, and this offseason you embraced your Native American heritage and the Standing Rock tribe. Just for you, what was that naming ceremony like for you, and to be closer to your family?
The naming ceremony was incredible. I knew it was something that I needed to do. In order for my foundation as a man. Obviously, my mom passing at an early age, there were a lot of things that she left behind for me to pick up, to add into my life, and that was one of those things. It was crazy to think about how connected I still am with family all over the, kind of the world.